Hi, this is Majinoni, and I have some comic reviews for you today. We have Fantastic Four 608, Iron Man 521, and Spider-Man 3 of 5. Now, this one will be kind of short, I'm thinking, because I want to spend more time with another set of reviews. Let's do two of the easier ones first. First up is Iron Man 521. Now, even though it says The Future Part 1, this technically isn't a new story arc, so don't be fooled if you're looking to start up Iron Man. This is smack dab in the middle of a storyline with the Mandarin, but I guess you can say the story has taken a turn in that Tony Stark is now the Mandarin's slave. And in terms of trades, I'm sure that this is the first issue of the next trade type thing. Now, overall, I mean, I don't know what else I can really say about Iron Man that I haven't already said before. So far, this has been a solid read. The art's been good. I think the storyline has been really excellent, and I'm really curious to see where this thing is going to go. Now, the one thing I guess you can say that, in terms of artwork, what I am disappointed with is how bland some of the backgrounds are. I understand that that's the guy's style, but like it would have been nice to see something in the background time to time, rather than just somebody going to Photoshop and just clicking purple or clicking blue or orange or something to that effect, and that's what you get. But overall, like I said, this is if you're not reading this, I guess you can say you're really missing out on a decent storyline, one of the better ones that Marvel's been putting out, and you should start picking up the trades. Now, another thing that I heard is Iron Man is potentially going to be canceled. Now, I'm just going to word this really quickly, I guess, or try to word this as quickly as I can. If Iron Man is going to be canceled, it's only going to be canceled up until the movie starts again. So don't believe this hype that, Cap, Iron Man, Thor, Uncanny, X-Men, whatever other titles they throw out there, because all it is this marketing hype that they're going to build up towards the next movie's releases, and you're going to see brand new spanking #1s, new directions, blah 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 blah. And we've seen this time and time again, so don't get your panties in a uproar, because if they do cancel Iron Man, it's a temporary hiatus. To be honest with you, I mean, I've paid a little bit of attention to San Diego, but I haven't paid enough attention, I guess you can say. I don't remember ever saying that, but couple people have mentioned that it's going to be canceled. So, don't worry about it. They'll be back. Now, Fantastic Four 608. Now, I guess you can say what this issue is pretty much they're preparing you for something big happening in the realm of Black Panther. And they're also, I guess, giving him a new role and a new direction, solidifying the friendship that people may or may not have known between the Fantastic Four and Black Panther. I mean, for some of you who are more newer readers may not have realized that they do actually have a connection. They have teamed up a lot in the past, and they do have a sense of mutual respect between them. So, and keep in mind, I understand that it's one of the older Black Panthers that teamed up with Reed and those guys, but it's the concept of the character that I'm referring to. But anyways, all they're basically doing is saying, prepare yourself, something big and bad is coming. And they do kind of hint that, yes, indeed, the Phoenix Force is involved here, but there's something else that's coming that's even more disastrous. So that's just something to keep on your radar, and expect to see it at some point in time. I don't know if this is going to be under Hickman's run, or is he just laying an Easter egg for somebody else to pick up, 5 or 10 years later. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But other than that, it was a decent read. Nothing spectacular. The cover was better than the actual story itself, I guess you can say. And finally, Spider-Man number 3 of 5. Now, I know I was a little bit harsh on Spider-Man, but Bendis is doing a really good job with it so far. I guess you can say the one thing I'm really enjoying about this more so is the fact that it's not just Peter and Miles fighting. I mean, we got a little bit of that at the beginning, just to show us there's a difference between the two characters. but after that, it's been really, really entertaining. I do like the new, or I should say, this version of Mysterio. This version is like 100 times better than Domehead, and I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. Apparently, he's been using some tech which is more advanced than Tony's seen, and what he did is he has a, I guess you can say like a robotic version of himself. So this way, he doesn't actually have to get involved in the fight. It looks like he still takes some, like if somebody punches him or knocks the unit down, he still sustains that kind of damage to him, but it's not like he's actually there, at least. And like I said, I'm like, this part has me really intrigued. Now, what was really made this issue special, and there's a little bit of a spoiler here, which I think it's safe to say, at least now, but basically, after the battle, Peter starts exploring to see what happened to, himself in this universe. He goes to a convenience store and actually reads the article about, him getting killed. And the last page is him, going to see Aunt May and Gwen. And I thought the way it ended, it was a really powerful and emotional scene. And it really, that was what we've been waiting for. And I think what really makes it, I like it a lot more, is we didn't get this huge build-up of it. It's not like, okay, 6 pages in, it's like 6 pages of him trying to get to the house, supervillains along the way, S.H.I.E.L.D. trying to chase him down. None of that stuff's going on. Nick Fury's playing it a little bit differently than what you would normally expect in a typical Marvel comic, and I appreciate all of that part of it, because what the real payoff is, for the story, is his reaction, his interaction, with Aunt May. What's Aunt May going to say to Peter? What's he going to do? That it's granted it's Peter, but that's not the right one. So that really has me. That is what makes me want to read issue 4, and I want to see where it's going to go to 5. Overall, I'm really enjoying this book. If you're not getting it, don't bother picking it up now. Get the trade, because I think that this is going to read like 1,000 times better as a trade. So overall, like I said, we got decent reads out of these 3. Now, as you can see, we got some codage. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give out the Iron Man code now, and I'm going to give this code to the Facebooks. And so if you like the Facebook link down below, you'll see, codes and stuff like that. That's where I'm going to be putting a lot of extra codes. So like that, and you can pay it, catch things faster. And I will give this code out to somebody, a random commenter, to this video. So anyways, if you have any comments or questions other than that, let me know. Oh, I should probably give you the code, shouldn't I? Anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. And I'll have another set of reviews shortly, so until next time.